If you're planning a camping trip to Yellowstone with your family, here are 6 easy things plus some bonus tips that we did that made our car camping trip to Yellowstone epic. Easy thing number 1, we made the long drive to Yellowstone an adventure. The trip from San Diego to Yellowstone can take 16 hours or more if you're driving without stopping. There's no way my wife and I would be able to pull that off, let alone the kids who are 11, 10, and 6 years old. Instead, Leslie reserved a couple of campsites along the way and planned small adventures for us to make the drive to Yellowstone more of a journey. As we drove over the course of 2 days, we got to see the Kolob Canyons, which are part of Zion National Park. We drove through the largest Elkhorn Arch in the world in Afton, Wyoming. We hiked to a periodic spring that turned out to be more of a flowing creek because of wet weather and heavy snowpack. And even though we didn't get to see the spring breathe, it was a beautiful short hike, and we had the place all to ourselves, and the kids got to play in a patch of snow. And on the final leg of our journey up to Yellowstone, my wife surprised the kids with something unique that she learned from the camp host the night before. Surfing on the Snake River is a popular thing to do, and we were lucky enough to see a lone surfer enjoying the ride. We hung out for a while watching him make it look easy to surf on a cold river. Eventually, we got back on the road and made it to Grand Teton. Although the tops of the mountains were covered in clouds, they were still breathtakingly beautiful. We drove into Grand Teton National Park to eat some lunch, take in the stunning views, and stack some rocks by Jackson Lake. And when we finally arrived at Yellowstone, we were treated to a bear sighting within minutes of driving into the national park. Easy thing number 2, we got an early start. Waking up and starting our days early in Yellowstone helped us avoid traffic and crowds at many of the popular sites, including Midway Geyser Basin, where the stunning Grand Prismatic Spring is located. Fewer crowds gave us the opportunity to experience the natural beauty of this area without distractions. And the even lighting during the early part of the day was ideal for taking photos and videos. Here's a bonus tip. Take the short hike up to the overlook to view the Grand Prismatic Spring in all of its glory. You won't regret it. Easy thing number 3, we ate breakfast and lunch on the go, not at our campsite. Even though we were staying at one of the campgrounds inside Yellowstone National Park, we were aware that it could take 30 minutes or more to get to the things we wanted to see. To save time and maximize the opportunity to explore Yellowstone, we made sure to bring our food and camp stove with us while we were out and about. So as an example, after getting an early start and visiting Midway Geyser Basin on the morning of our first day in Yellowstone, we drove 3 minutes to the Whiskey Flat picnic area where Lynn made blueberry pancakes for breakfast. Bringing our food and eating on the go helps save time and money, but doing so also helps create memorable moments such as this tasty meal next to a beautiful wetland. Easy thing number 4, we were adaptable and prepared. During our trip, there were sunny days, but we also experienced rainy days, some snow, and even a hailstorm. Even though we were visiting during the month of June and expected warm weather, we were thankful that we brought warm clothes and rain gear.
Dude, really?
It allowed us to explore in comfort given the unpredictable conditions the weather threw at us on a day-to-day basis. Being adaptable and prepared also made a huge difference in keeping up the kids' sense of adventure, especially when hiking and being outdoors all day. Easy thing number 5, we spent quality time at specific places, exploring and learning. There's so much to see and do in Yellowstone, but we didn't want to spend our time driving and rushing around from site to site. We definitely wanted to see Old Faithful, but there are over 150 other thermal features in just the Upper Gyson Basin. So we spent many hours over the course of a few days exploring just this area. If you have kids, here's a bonus tip. Go to the Visitor Center and grab Junior Ranger and Young Scientist activity books. They're filled with educational things for the little ones to do, and they can earn badges and patches for completing them. It was a really great way to keep the kids engaged while hiking around and exploring. As far as rangers are concerned, here's another bonus tip. Speak with them to discover unique things to do. They know the area best and can offer their tips and ideas for things to check out that are happening in the moment. Easy thing number 6, we made the drive back home an adventure. After having such an epic time in Yellowstone, it was hard to hit the road to start heading back home. It meant the trip was coming to an end.
You could have picked a better place to stop, dude.
To take some of the sting off and to give us a few things to look forward to on the way back home, Leslie set up a few surprises for the kids along the way. This made the trip home more like an adventure instead of a long drive. As we drove south over the course of 2 days, Leslie was able to see and spend time with her running coach from Pavo Running Camps, who now lives in Wyoming. We went to the rodeo in Cody. We enjoyed warm, spring-fed pools and water slides at Star Plunge in Thermopolis. We discovered a free mini golf course at the park where we stopped for lunch in Opal, Wyoming. We indulged ourselves with our first tastes of frozen custard from Nielsen's in St. George, Utah. And we treated ourselves to Pink Box Donuts in Las Vegas for breakfast on the last leg of our drive back home to San Diego. We made it back home safe and sound, and we're excited to see that the terracotta irrigation system from Thirsty Earth kept our garden bed well watered. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video about that. Thanks for watching, and remember to make it an epic day every day.